In the house with the ramp on a chilly November morning, his chair is still there.
Just a big presence of his losses, of him gone. It's just overwhelming.
This is the first time Stacy Short has come back by herself to Granddad's place.
They were always bringing him little things like this blanket.
The memories are coming back too.
This was taken in Pearl Harbor.
After all, her grandfather, J.C. Alston, lived in this Troy home for 70-plus years.
When you've been through an experience like he had, that nothing's more important than living every day to the fullest.
That experience was surviving Pearl Harbor, where on the morning of December 7th, 1941, J.C. was on watch aboard the USS California when the unthinkable happened.
One of the airplanes got close enough for him to see the whites of the pilot's eyes. The noises and at first they weren't sure what it was, but whenever the torpedo hit the ship, there was no doubt in your mind. Swimming through the oil and the fire, and there was a tanker next to his ship full of fuel that if it had been hit, then none of us would be here.
The Pacific.
After Pearl Harbor, J.C. stayed in the Pacific Theater another 3.5 years, even witnessing Japan's surrender in Tokyo Bay.
I was thinking about all the people who'd get killed if we didn't win.
3 years ago, we caught up with the decorated war hero on his then 95th birthday.
Everything. That means that's what I fought for, and it's still here.
The American flag, a representation of everything he fought for and then lived for after he returned to Central Texas.
He wasn't just a Pearl Harbor survivor, that he was the best patriarch a family could ask for.
He married, had children, grandchildren, even saw great-grandchildren. His job for decades, the local VA.
Didn't want anyone to forget what the country went through. And
eventually, he started opening up, too, about the horror of that day in the harbor. It never left him, but Stacy says it didn't define him. On this Veterans Day, the first J.C. will miss, his family says they'll miss him even more.
He passed away on October 20th, which is the same day that he discharged from the Navy in 1945.
A sign from above? Maybe. What his family knows for sure is that he's watching over them now.
That was Granddad. Everything he did was with love and with a purpose.
After making the most of 98 incredible years.